Well, today's society in a nutshell. Cry enough and you'll get what you want. Harden is on the Nets with Durant and Irving. So as long as it's happened, let's have some fun with this simulation. So as you can see by this, I have every single franchise's best teams to go up against the Brooklyn Nets, which they're actually power ranked number 9. I did, because there's no other New Orleans Pelicans teams, I did add the 01-02 New Jersey Nets just to kind of keep 30 teams in the league, but there are no New Orleans Pelicans. But everybody else has got representation. We'll see how these three do against the best of the best. Well, okay, a couple of months in, and we are 23-5. That is number 1 in the East, right ahead of the 70-71 Bucks. That is Kareem and Oscar. We got the 96-97 Heat, 94-95 Magic. Like, look at that, the 06-07 Wizards, the Bulls, the Pistons, the Celtics. But we are numero uno at the moment. Looking at award races, we got Hakeem, Arenas, Duncan, Kareem, and Allen Iverson all leading the way. Look at these freaking stats. Oh man, I'll just let you look at the screen. I'll let it sit there for a minute. But my goodness, 6th man of the year. Look at that. Hey, Spencer Dinwiddie is nowhere to be found. But that's when you're going to. That's what happens when you go up against the best of the best. Defensive player. Look at all these guys just averaging 3, basically 4 blocks per game, except for Paul George. What in the world is he doing in there? Stats, we got Harden is averaging 28, 7, and 2 steals per game while shooting 57%. Not bad. Irving's at, as you can see, 25, 7, and averaging 55, while Durant's at 24, 8, and 6. Not too shabby, fellas, not too shabby. Well, this is fun. Look at these league leaders in points. Iverson averaging 38, Arenas 38, 34, 34, 33 by Jordan, rebounds 18 by Elijah Wan, 18 by Rodman, 17, 16, and 16 assists. Still nothing too crazy there. Normally people are around the 10, 11 range, but Nash, Magic, Paul, Hardaway, and, well, Nash again. That's right, there's 2 Nashes in this. Let's look at steals, Jason Kidd, Gary Payton, Tim Hardaway, blocks. Yeah, we already saw those blocks with the dude. See, that's the thing. Yeah, Alonzo Mourning was missing from that. Why was Paul George in there over Alonzo Mourning? That doesn't make much sense. Looking at field goals, Zion would be killing that. He's always shooting over 70%, but that still ain't bad. PJ Brown. Looking at 3-point attempts, Michael Jordan is leading the way at 51%. Hey, Kevin Durant and Kyrie are both in the top 5. That's something. All-Star team selection, we had Jordan and Malone as the 2 captains, and Kevin Durant got picked up by Jordan, and so did James Harden, but I don't see any Kyrie. Quite a few trades going down. Tyrone Hill for Steve Kerr. Yeah, that's going to make a big difference. 46-9, that is still number 1, and that is now by 8.5 games over the 07 Wizards. That is Arenas and Jamerson led. And then we still got the Heat, Celtics, Bucks. Bucks have fallen down quite a bit. Bulls, Magic are now up in there, and the Pistons. Races again, we got Arenas now has overtaken Hakeem for that number 1 spot, averaging 40 points per game. Kevin Durant is now in the top 5 of MVP. Spencer Dinwiddie is now in the 6-man race. He is now 3rd, right behind, but yeah, he's not going to catch Ginobili. Ginobili is the epitome of 6-man. Stats, as you can see, Harden still leading the team in scoring now at 28, Irving 25, and 24 for Durant, respectively. 7, 8, and 6 in assists. They are just ball dominant league leaders. Let's just have some fun and look at this again. Arenas 40 points per game. He's still Dominique's now up in there with 35, 34, and 34. Taking a look at the rebounds again. Yeah, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15 assists. Still nothing crazy. Stills. Hey, Gary Payton where he belongs up top. O'Neal is now the top blocker. Field goal percentage, DeAndre Jordan, not our DeAndre Jordan, but the 2014 Clippers version. 3 points, is it still Michael? It is still Michael, but now Kyrie and Durant are now 2 and 3 in average. All right, a couple more months in with 1 game left to play because I like to stop the simulation to see where everything's at, awards wise and whatnot. But we are 68 and 13, 15 games up above the 2nd place team. Wow, the MVP race, Durant is now number 2. I don't think he'll take over Gilbert Arenas because he's averaging 47 and 9 with 2 steals, so I think it's pretty much a given for Gilbert. Yep, Gilbert gets the MVP, and don't know who that is. Manu gets that. Dikembe. Ooh, Dikembe also gets most improved. Okay, and our boy Steve Nash, who's playing on 2 teams and coaching another team. He's been a busy man this year. He's coach of the year. First team All-NBAs, we don't have anybody, but there's Arenas, Iverson, Malone, Garnett, Hakeem. I'm not going to argue with any of that. Don't know why I did that. All right, second team is Jordan, Carter, Wilkins, Timmy, and O'Neal. Big fundamental. And third team, there we go. We got Kevin Durant on the All-NBA third team, along with Magic, Hardaway, George, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Playoffs, here we go. We are, hey, the 89 Pistons who won the NBA Finals that year actually got into the playoffs. And then we got the 97 Heat versus the 71 Bucks, the 86 Celtics versus the 95 Magic, the 07 Wizards versus the 98 Bulls. Over there in the West, we got two LA teams going head-to-head in the first round. We got the 14 Clippers and the 87 Lakers, so Showtime did make it into the playoffs. 05 Spurs versus 91 Trailblazers, 06 Grizzly versus 91 Warriors, and the 02 Sacramento Kings, a team that is near and dear to my heart. Oh, that shot by Robert Horry, still I have nightmares of it, and the 05 Phoenix Suns. Final look at regular season stats, as you can see, is the same all year. Harden, Irving, Durant in points and rebounds. You know, Durant actually went up to 9 in assists. They've all pretty much stayed around the same 7, 7, 6. League leaders, this is again regular season. Yeah, Arenas right there. I mean, look at that. So Wilkins ended up getting up there. Who's top 10? Vince Carter, Malone, George. Okay, so that's why George was doing so well. He's actually averaging about 30 points per game. Harden was a top 10, so we actually had a top 10 scorer in there. That's pretty good. Rebounds again, 18, 17, 16, 16, 16. Let's see the rest of the top 10. We don't have anybody in there, but old Jerry Lucas is in there. Shaquille O'Neal, Powell, Garnett, and Mutombo. Assists, we got Magic, Nash, Paul, Stockton, Hardaway, and then the next top 5 is again Nash, Cassell, another Hardaway. Ooh, 2 Hardaways and 2 Nash in the assist race. And that 3-point percentage, wow, Jordan really fell off. He's not even in the top 5, but Durant is. Kyrie fell off. Oh, look at that. We got all 3 of our guys are in the top 10 in 3-point percentage. Jordan fell all the way down to 9. Round number 1, we are going to look to just simulate game by game, see how it goes. Game number 1 was a slaughter, 143 to 88. All right, game number 2. All right, a little more back and forth, but it looks like we're going to get this one. It is now 120, or now a 120. It is now a 2-game series lead. All right, we take a 3-0 lead against them. We'll just go ahead and simulate to the next game. All right, so that was a 4-0 sweep of the Pistons, and now we've got the 97 Heat waiting for us. The 07 Wizards advanced along with the 95 Magic, and then on the other side, Showtime Lakers went down to the 14 Clippers. So it's Clippers versus 91 Portland, and it's the 02 Kings versus the 91 Warriors. Game number 1 against the Heat. Ooh, we kind of came close to the end there getting back, but we actually lose game number 1. Game 2 against the Heat down 0-1, and there we go. We take game number 2. Game number 3. And that is a blowout on our end, a 31 to 15 fourth quarter. That'll get the job done. All right, we are getting our butts handed to us. Okay, so it is 2-2 over here with us, but it is 3-1 Magic over Wizards. It is a sweep of Portland over the 14 Clippers, and it is a 2-2 series also between Kings and the Warriors. All right, so we are now down 3 games to 2. This is a deciding game. Let's see what happens here. All right, we're going to pull away and get this one and force a game number 7. There we go. We're going to pull it out. Oh, only by 4. Man, they made a run at the end there. All righty, so we win that series to go to the conference finals, and we will be up against the 07 Wizards. So the Magic blew a 3-1 lead. Tragic. And it's the 02 Kings and the 91 Trailblazers over there on the other side. Game number 1 against the Wizards, we will just simcast, see how it goes. Game number 1 by 13, simulate to next game. We'll just do a couple of games at a time, see what the calendar says, see how everybody else is doing. A 2-0 series lead right now, heading to DC. Okay, they're pulling away. They'll get a game. There we go. All right. Game number 4. Oh, okay. Oh, 2-2. Oh, man, we're getting our butts whooped. All right, so we are going to be forcing a Game 7 again. Okay, and we absolutely destroyed them. In game number 7, what is that, like a 30-point win? All right, 30-point win right there. Turn the calendar. It is us and the Trailblazers in the finals. Take a look at the playoff stats round by round before we get into the finals. As you can see by the first round, now, of course, our big 3 are leading the way. But Durant averaging 32, 10, and 9 in that series. Against the that was against the Pistons. Here in the second round, I honestly can't remember who it was against, but in the second, oh, it was against the Heat. That's right. It was Kyrie Irving leading the way with 25 points and 7 assists, and Durant took a backseat with 24, 7, and 5. Conference final. So the entire regular season, James Harden was leading the way, and now in the playoffs, he's the third leading scorer. So that's kind of interesting because Durant in the conference final against the Wizards took back, averaging 26, 9, and 7. So it all comes down to this. Like I said, it's the 91 Trailblazers, and they've got Terry Porter, Clyde Drexler. So that's Kyrie versus Porter. That's Clyde versus Harden. Jerome Kersey versus Harris. Buck Williams versus Durant. Yeah, I think Durant's gonna run wild in this series. Buck Williams versus Kevin Durant. That should be interesting. Game number 1, slaughter, 30-point win. Take a look at the box score. Harden leading the way with 37, Dinwiddie with 30, Durant and Irving only took 9 shots. Okay. Game number 2, another annihilation, as you can see by the score there. So let's take a look at that. Durant with 43, Kyrie with 34 and 14, and Harden with 33. What their guys do? Nothing. Yeah, absolutely nothing. Dinwiddie, our 6-man, averaging 20, or scored 21. Game number 3, 2-0 lead. All right, here we go. We got a close game. Let's jump in for at least a little bit of gameplay. All right, hopping in. It is a 2-point lead for us. Looks like the only one of our big three that is not in is Kyrie. Guard by who knows who, doesn't matter, can't hit. Oh, there we go, 3-point play opportunity for DeAndre Jordan. Just pushed Kersey aside. DeAndre with a clean free throw, giving us a 5-point lead with 2 minutes left to play. Up ahead to Harden. Harden with the long 2, can't hit. Durant get that rebound and put it back up and in. Harden looking to push. He's got Durant. Durant flush the ball game. All right, so it is now a 3-0 lead. We will go and simcast the game number 4. Should be the last game, might be the last game, might not. Oh, here we go. 112 all with 128 left. 112 all, 128 left to play. A big 3er in there. Down to DeAndre. DeAndre with the bucket. Up ahead to Irving. Irving out to Harden. Harden for 3. Green. Can you say NBA champions? By the glide, takes the shot, can't hit. Rebounded by Bell. Bell back up and in. Harden looking to make a move, gets right around whoever that was to the ramp, cutting to the basket. Back up by 5. Jordan Bell takes the 3. Can't hit the 3. Rebounded by Clyde over DeAndre. Okay. DeAndre giving Harden a pick. I don't know who that is, but Harden goes all the way to the front. Or Kersey down to Jordan Bell. Jordan Bell puts it up and in. Portland's got a chance. 2 seconds left, down by 3. Oh. Ball game and champions. The 2021 Brooklyn Nets went up against every single franchise's best team, and they came out on top. Let's see who gets that Finals MVP, that Bill Russell Award. KD getting his 3rd NBA Finals MVP. Harden's happy getting his ring finally. Look at Nash finally getting a ring too. All right, well, there you go. They came, they saw, they conquered. They went up against every single franchise's best team, and they came out victorious. Kevin Durant averaging 33, 10, and 5 with 3 blocks per game. Holy jeez. Go ahead and look at everyone else's stats for the finals. Harden back up there with 30 points per game and 9 assists. Kyrie with 22 and 9. Dinwiddie with 21 and 6. There you go. There you have it. The New Jersey Nets. New Jersey, I did it again. The Brooklyn Nets came out on top. Let's see if that translates to real life.